Hello everybody, good morning and welcome back. I'm going to share a homeschool mid-year update. It is January, we are right in the middle of our school year, so I figured what better time to do it than this. So this video, I honestly don't remember what I even put in my curriculum video. I know that we have started with all kinds of things and we have completely switched it up. So my kids are also mid-year. We homeschool pretty much year round. We did switch it up a little bit this year, but because we have schooled year round, they are kind of like in the middle of subjects, grades. So I have kids just about finished with their level. They only have like 20 lessons left. And so then we're going to switch to a new level. So I'll be sharing what they're finishing up or what they did finish up and what they're going to move to next and things like that as well. So I have 4 children at home that I homeschool, and one is just moved into kindergarten. She started in preschool this year, but she finished all her preschool stuff, so she moved on to kindergarten. I have one in first, about to finish up, moving to second. I have one in third, about to finish up, moving into fourth, and then I have a 9th grader. So it is just like all over the place, but we have really done incredibly well and made some really good choices, and they have been flourishing with what they've been doing, but we're also switching some things up. So what I'm going to do is go through, I think I'm just going to start youngest to oldest and kind of go through what we did. Actually, I'm not going to go through what we started with or anything because I don't remember what I told you, but I will share what we're going to continue on with for the rest of the year. Bear with me because I've got all kinds of stuff here on the table, but Layla just finished her preschool book. And then she actually finished the kindergarten prep book, which I forgot to get out. We started with this at the beginning of the year. She flew through it. Then she flew through the kindergarten prep book. So she has completely moved on, and she is now doing level K handwriting. She's doing language arts, level K, which also comes with the booster cards and the booster books. These correlate with the lessons and the things that they're learning in this book. So all of the words that they're learning and sounds and blends and things like that, that it all correlates these with the lessons, which is wonderful. All of this is the good and the beautiful. I forgot to say that, but everything I think that we're gonna continue on with is gonna be the good and the beautiful from here on out. So it's what we started with originally when I first started homeschooling. It's what, we've tried a couple other things and we just always come back to this. So here's her kindergarten prep that she flew through as well. So this is only, I think, 20 lessons or 30, let me see, 30 lessons. So she finished that very quickly. But we love the good and the beautiful. It is so open and go. I mean, this is it. This is your course book. This is your teacher book, everything. So she has also moved into Math K, which she is having so much fun. But for example, let me show you. It gives you all the instructions. It tells you what to say, what you're going to read to the kids, everything. So you don't need separate books. We have tried other curriculums where the kid has a book, you have a book, you have to have this, you have to have that. There's 100 books on the table and you have to make sure everything is correlating, and it's hard. It's hard, especially when you have multiple children. It's very hard. So I always come back to the good and the beautiful if we ever switch anything, because it's all right there. It's easy, it works, especially with multiple children. When you're homeschooling multiple children, it is hard to have that many books out for me. Maybe not for other people, but it is for me. And their math always comes with little math boxes for kindergarten through 3rd grade. 4th grade and up doesn't have it, but it just has all these little things that they use just for fun little games and things like that, just little math manipulatives, and we love it. So that is what Layla has been working on, and she has all these fun little reading books. These are all multiple books that she can go through and read. This is Pet Pals, this is Bees and Trees, and then these are Little Go books. They're all kindergarten book sets. So we have all of these for her, and it just has CBC words, sight words, things like that. So we love this stuff. So that is Miss Layla for kindergarten. Now we'll move on to Mr. Wilder for 1st grade. And actually I just this morning had to order him 2nd grade. So he is coming up on the tail end of 1st grade. So I think I started him in the beginning of the year with Abeka. I think. It did not work for him. So we switched him back to The Good and the Beautiful, which we had previously started. So he had started this earlier, we switched, we came back because it just works. So he was not enjoying Abeka at all, and he loves this. So he is now on lesson 98. These go to 120, so he is almost done. But again, everything is in here. So it tells you what to say, how to teach the lesson, all of it. It's all in the book. It just makes it so simple. So this is his 1st grade book. And then here is his 1st grade math box. And he has his little manipulatives. He's got shapes and a clock and some math boats and clocks that have different times on them. One side is, I think, all on the hour and half hours. And then these are quarters of the clock. So there's all kinds of different things. And then he's got little pretend money in here because they learn about money. And it's fun. They make learning fun, which is very important. So he's on that. And then, also for his language arts, I think we started with The Good and the Beautiful, switched him to Abeka, and he is back again with The Good and the Beautiful. I'm sure that you have seen in my videos us go back and forth, and we are back completely to this. So let me see what lesson he is on. All right, so I found it. He's on lesson 93. Again, it goes to 120, so he's almost done. So I did just order him, like I said, math level 2 and language arts level 2. So also level 1 also comes with the booster cards and booster books, just like kindergarten. So, and again, it correlates with everything that they're learning. And they also have an app that works with the booster cards and booster books. So some days we do our booster learning out of the books. Some days I have them do it on the app, just to kind of switch it up, give them variety, make it not so boring. Just like, some days I'll give them the choice. I'm like, hey, do you want to read? Do you want to do the app? And a lot of times they would actually prefer to read, but some days they do choose the app. So inside of these books, there are, I think, 20 different books. And as they go through, it starts off easy with the letters and words that they're working on and their sight words. And then it gets harder as they go. And, you know, like later they'll learn about WR words. So right now he's really at the tail end. So he's, you know, I think he's only has like 3 books left to go or something. But it just goes right along with everything that they're learning. They make it so easy and so simple for repetition for the kids. And it just works out really well. So also I have books for him. We love their bookshop because I have our kids do like reading and snack every day. And so they will pick one of their books from like their levels of reading. They have them right here on the side. They have them broken down on their website, but they pre-screen all their books for you. So everything is good and beautiful. There's no negative, there's nothing negative in the books. There's nothing that you don't want your kids to hear or see about. Everything is about being beautiful and kind and things like that. So, and having them learn. So it's just, you don't have to worry about what in the world is my child going to be reading about. It all works out very well. And my kids love their books. So we have all of those. I mean, we actually have a ton more, but I only pulled out a little stack. And then Layla and Wilder also have this science book. We have a couple of these little hearts and hands books, but right now we have Nests and Burrows, which is like their newest one that we've been working through. So this is the lesson, like the actual book part that you read to the kids and do the lesson out of and things. And sometimes at the end, they will tell you to either go on the app and there's an audio, some like story to listen to, or sometimes there'll be a correlating story that you read to them. So it's not always both, or I mean, it's not always, you don't do both. Sometimes it's just the story right here. Sometimes it's the audio thing and it's fun. So again, they just make learning fun, which is so important. And then for our 3rd grader, almost 4th grader, she also, I switched her to Abeka mid-year because she was having a few issues staying focused. And so I was like, let me try to just switch it up. We did it for a little bit. And then she was like, Mom, I don't like this. I want to go back to The Good and the Beautiful. She specifically requested to go back to this. So we went back right to where we were, where we had started her on. So she is now on lesson 97. Had we just kept her in this, she would be done by now and in the 4th grade one. But when we switched to Abeka, I stopped her lessons here, obviously. And then when we stopped Abeka and came back, I picked up right where we had left off. So I didn't skip ahead or anything, even though I had looked at the book and I was like, she knows the rest of this. They have assessments in the back. Well, they have a couple assessments as you go. So you know whether your child's retaining the information or if you need to slow down or go back. And at the end, there is assessments. So you know whether your child is ready to move on to the next level. So I went to the end and I went through all the stuff and I was like, I know that she knows the answers to these. I know that she could do this. I know that she could pass this. I know that she could move on to the next level. But I don't want her to miss any important information that she might need moving forward. So I'm just continuing to take it slow and go through this with her. So she is just about done with language arts. Now, when she's done, I already have level 4 language arts for her. So we will just move right on to the next level when she's finished. So what did I say? She's on 97. So she only has 23 lessons left. So she'll just move right on whenever we end, and she'll just move right into these right here. Oh, and she also, in 3rd grade, they have a little spelling book, and then they have 4 of these readers. She's on the last one right now because she's at the end of the book, obviously, but she's already gone through the other 3. And these are just books that you and the child read together every day. So there's, for example, chapter 16, it starts off with parent or teacher. It tells you what you're going to be working on through the chapter, what phonics you're going to be working on and things like that. And then the student takes their turn to read, and you just go back and forth. It's like parent, student, parent, student, parent, student through the one chapter, and you do that every day, and you just work right through it. Now for her math, I had taken it out of here because I don't like the way the math books are like this. I like the spiral books, but these are kind of hard, like once you open them, for them to lay flat. So what I end up doing is take them out and put them in a spiral, not in a spiral, but in a binder. And I just hole punch them, and we just take the lesson out as needed. So she is now on lesson 97 for this as well. So she, again, only has 23 to go, but she is just about done with math 3. And again, like this is her little math box with her manipulatives. She has a little dry erase array mat and calendar, and then she's got this little measuring tape thing. It has inches and centimeters on it. She has shapes, she has game pawns, she has dice, and she has these wooden dice that have different measurements on them and things like that. But this will be her last math box, because when she moves on to math 4, which I already do have right here for her, there is no math box. So she will just move straight into this when she's done. I have, like I said, I have her stuff ready. Wilder's I had to order. He was the only one I didn't have the next level for right now. So I needed to order that for him. And she also has readers. So I have more in there for her, but she loves their readers as well. She really specifically likes a couple of their series. So their series are really, really, really good. She read, oh my gosh, I can't even remember what the names of them are right now. I don't know. It's only completely drawing a blank, but she really, truly loved them. So highly recommend those. And then she just finished up her handwriting level 4, where they're learning cursive and things like that. And she moved on to level 5, where she's working focus on cursive, and she is doing incredibly well. And I really love having them work on cursive because I just think it's important, and it's not taught anymore in a lot of places. And so I am very thankful to be able to teach it to them. Now we also have, most of their electives, I think all of their electives. So we have a typing book. We do typing on Thursdays. So everybody uses this typing book, and we just go through, and it has different lessons for you right here, just all laid out, what they want the kids to type and things like that. And you just work right on through the book, and they have typing 1, 2, and 3, I believe. And then everybody has a creative arts and crafts notebook. We do art on Tuesdays. So there are so many fun ideas in here. We love these. I mean, just making learning fun. Again, always, my kids are obsessed with art, so we do lots of art around here. And then Wednesdays is for music, and they have this, and there is a music appreciation app too, or not an app, but they have it on the Homeschool app. They have a music thing that goes along with the lessons, and it's just super fun. It's just like a good learning thing. For us, we do it once a week, so it's not every day. It's not something like that we're in depth with, but it's just a fun little thing to do. So they enjoy that. And then we are getting ready to finish up some Abeka science that we had. And as soon as we're done with that, we're gonna move on to our botany science study. So we have a couple of these from the Good and the Beautiful, and we're just gonna work right through them. But I figure by the time that we're done with those, it'll be coming into spring, and this will be a great one to start with. So I can't remember all of the ones that we have downstairs, but I just thought, like I said, by the time that we're done with that, it'll be about spring. This would be the perfect one to start with. So we have that. That is the lesson book for me. And then they have student journals for grades 3 through 6 and 7 through 8. But then there's also this for younger grades. So Layla and Wilder will work through these. Everly will work through this. And you just do it family style. But the only downside to that is I have a high schooler, and she no longer fits into that. So when she's done with her science, she's going to be moving on to this biology, which I had gotten at the beginning of the year. I don't know if it was in my video or not, but she hasn't started it yet. And she will be starting that as soon as she's done with the stuff that she's working on currently. She is using a lot of online stuff right now. She's doing Denison math, which she is obsessed with. She did not like math. She has honestly never been good at math. She is acing everything. Denison math is the way to go, and we will be sticking with that when all our kids get to high school. I'm pretty sure they will be doing that because it is done wonderfully, and it has turned her around. She loves to do math now, and she is doing phenomenal. I have to check her work every day, and she might get one question wrong, and maybe once a week, but everything else, she gets everything right, and it's so drastically different, and it's so wonderful to see. And then when she's finished with her history, she's doing science and history on Easy Peasy, which is all-in-one-homeschool.com. It's all free, but when she's finished, she's gonna move on to this U.S. Constitution government course book and from the Good and the Beautiful. So I already have her next science and history ready to go. And then I think, and then we also have our history year 1 that we're going to be working through with everybody when everybody's done. So this is their year 1 history. Year 2 just came out. They're also going to come out with year 3 and 4, but they're not out yet. But everybody will have their corresponding, I didn't bring it up, but everybody, it's downstairs. Everybody has their corresponding like little student journal that goes along with these. But there's books, history, stories right here that will go along with the courses. And then there are maps and images here also that will go along with the book. And then here is a time tunnel review cards. So we've got everything, and we're prepared and we're set. And I think I have everything shown. So I told you Ashlyn's doing her math online, her language arts. Oh, hang on, let me get her language arts. So she is doing high school language arts 1. There are 3 levels that you work through in high school. Now they have, she's doing high school 1, I guess it's called. They have high school 2 and high school 3, and there are 10 different units that she works through. She is currently on number 7, so she is kind of flying through these. So she's almost done with her first year of high school language arts. When she's done, I do not have the next level for her. I will have to order it, but she will move on to high school 2. This is also the Good and the Beautiful. So, like I said, everybody is pretty much 100% the Good and the Beautiful from here on out. So it's just, like I said, our favorite. It's so easy, it's so open to go, and they really make the kids fall in love with learning. And Layla wakes up and wants to do school every day. Wilder always used to wake up and want to do school every day. Now that he's getting older and more into being a boy, he isn't as excited, but he still does enjoy it, and he still has fun with his little games that they have in the lessons. So Everly doesn't mind doing school at all either. And everybody's just having a really wonderful year, and I'm so happy that I switched back to the Good and the Beautiful, and we will definitely continue on with it from here on out. I don't think that you'll see me buying much of anything else. I mean, I might buy a subject of something here or there if we need a certain course or something, but when it comes to our main curriculum and things like that, we will, I think, pretty much always be using the Good and the Beautiful. And if you don't know, you can go on the Good and the Beautiful's website, and for math and language arts, I think it's kindergarten through 8th grade or kindergarten through 6th grade, they do offer free downloads for math and language arts. So you don't even have to purchase the physical books. You can still homeschool your kids for free with all of that. Now, even those little booster cards, I put stuff back, but even these booster books and the booster cards, you can download for free. Yes, you'll have to either print it out, or maybe you can just use it on a tablet and kind of download it and swipe through, but it's all free. You can do it for free. You can homeschool your kids for free. If you would like to purchase physical stuff, I do have a link down below that will take you right to their website, and you can look through any specific grade. You can search by grade, you can search by subject, and it's all right there for you. And they also have, like I said, a beautiful bookshop. So that is it for us. I might do an end of year update, but again, next year when we switch, and well, I guess not next year because we kind of homeschool year round, but like in August, I'll do another curriculum video showing you what we're continuing to use. You will probably see most of this stuff again, but thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.